Freedom, Singuluma. It's a pleasure to talk to you. Nice career you had.
Thank you very much.
Let's talk about where it all started, the bots and nuts. Another Chiparamba product sits on that seat on the tactical group. Welcome to the show. Chiparamba product. How did you find yourself at Chiparamba?
No, thank you very much for inviting me here. Yeah, I found myself at Chiparamba when I came. I think I came to Lusaka in, is it 1999? Yeah, that's when I came to Lusaka from the Copper Belt. So I was busy. I was new in Lusaka. So the time I knew about Chiparamba, I think it was around 2000.
And you just wanted to play football?
Yeah, because I was playing in Chingola with the Nchanga Rangers under 14. Yeah, so when I came here, I decided to join Chiparamba in 2000.
Yeah, so straight from Kopala into Lusaka into Chiparamba. Let's get to it, given. So, Chiparamba, you meet Fega, Albert Mpande, and Robin Msaka. They probably played an important role in managing your junior career into becoming a professional footballer. Yeah, just tell us about the two and how you worked with them at Chiparamba.
No, I think at Chiparamba, we started with Coach Albert. Coach Albert was more with the under 14. Then Coach Robin was more with the under 16. Yeah, so from there, you know, Chiparamba, that time it was new, and every July they had to go to Europe. Yeah, so that's why I decided to join them. And then they gave me a chance, an opportunity also from the Nani Banda, the chairman, Mr. Rupia Banda. So I think it was a nice journey.
Okay. Yeah. You rub shoulders with what turned out to be big names in Zambian football. Let's just talk about under 14. Yeah. Fega, how did he want you to play? And what positions did you play as a youngster under Fega?
No, under Fega, I think we used a 4-4-2. So the under Fega was playing as a more number 9 or number 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
As a twin striker.
As a twin striker. Sometimes Fega would told me to come just down here.
Just behind, pick up the balls in between the lines.
Yeah, so that I leave the main striker here, then I come down here to get the ball.
Again, it was probably an issue of size, but you're playing with your fellow youngsters, so wasn't probably a big deal. But tell me something. In terms of strength, you were never the biggest kind of guy, and you were not the one for the physical battles and playing on the defender's back. How easy or difficult was it to actually play 9? I'm trying to imagine you there and someone is there.
Yeah, you know, in football, I think for me, that position, because I was not losing the ball. So even if I have maybe 2 defenders on my back, once they give me the ball here, I'm going to hold the ball for the team and leave it. So I think that was my main weapon since that time I did not have enough strength.
Okay. What was the difference between Nchanga and Nchanga junior team and Chiparamba? What did you begin to learn when you went to Chiparamba? What are some of the most important things that Fega taught you?
The most important things, I think, Chiparamba, it was more, I think, developmental with the program from those white coaches who are coming from Sweden. So I think even that one made me to feel more comfortable on the ball with Chiparamba. Yeah. And you know, Coach Albert Mpande is always good with the small boys.
Okay. Yeah. So, Robin Msaka, any differences when you also worked under him, when you graduated to the under 16?
I think when I graduated to under 16, I was more mature under Coach Robin. So that's where I even started scoring more goals under Coach Robin.
What was the secret? What really changed between under 14 and 16 for you?
I think just I think discipline. Yeah, discipline and the formation we were using.
4-4-2 still?
Yeah, 4-4-2. Chiparamba, we just use 4-4-2, 4-4-2. Then sometimes we would use 4-4-3-3.
Okay.
Yeah.
And in a 4-3-3, what would be the difference? Let me just try to paint this picture that way. Let's throw the number 10 there. I'm thinking 2 attacking midfielders.
No, the 4-4-3 we used to play like this under Coach Albert and under Coach Robin for the 4-3-3.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now, which positions would you play in this situation?
Like in this situation, if maybe I'm here, we attack the ball, maybe we attack, then the ball, we lose the ball this side, because this one, if we attack, this one also you come inside, this one will go.
So freedom to change position.
Yeah, so we're just free. When you lose the ball, maybe sometimes I come here, this one he come here, this one he comes here, you see.
You sound like at that point now you started learning defensive discipline.
Yeah.
From a twin striker where twin strikers will hardly come back to actually defend and do work defensively. But now this 4-3-3 was probably now hard work, get back, get behind the ball every time you lose the ball.
Yeah, that's where that's where I think I learned most on how to mark. Because of this one, if you go, you need to come. This one, if you go, you need to come. You see, as a 4-3-3, because you cannot stay here. So the gap here in between, it will be too much big for you. So once we lose the ball, we drop a bit.
So at that point, and you haven't mentioned about playing on the wing, and none of your coaches thought of you as a winger. But you were also quick. The idea of playing there or there, would you say you liked it, or you really just wanted to be in the central areas of the pitch?
No, sometimes it depends with the game. If you see the game, maybe you start maybe from the left side, you play, then you come back, then you go to the top. Maybe if you want to score, of course, you need to be more on the central position. Yeah.
Okay. So that was your time. Let's talk about your first pro contract in the Super League. So you went to National Assembly. How did that move happen?
You see, that move happened, I think it was in 2003. Yeah, 2003, maybe around maybe August or September, somewhere like that. Because when we were at Paramba, we went to Europe in 2001. Then we went to Europe again in 2002. So the third time we went to Europe in 2003. We went as boys 18. So now we are already matured, under boys 18. So when we came from Sweden, we had a meeting in Ethiopia with Nenan Banda. So he said, no, you see, your time is up, so we need to find teams where we'll go. So now me, I said I want to go to Nkana. I said,
as a Kopala.
Yes,
person.
Yeah, because my father was Nkana supporter, dad Nkana supporter. So when I was young, he would take me from Chingora to Kitwe to go and watch the game. See? So I just used from there that every Saturday I need to go to Kitwe to go and watch the game. Yeah. So in Ethiopia, I told him that I want to go to Nkana. I said, okay. Then Labson Mchelenganga also, he said he want to go to Nkana. There was White, there was Mwape Mwelwa. So from there, I think when we came back, it was, I think, after maybe 2 or 3 weeks, I just received a phone call from Nenani. He said I should go and start training with National Assembly. Me and Mwape. So
it was easy.
Yeah, it was easy, you see. But that one, it was a challenge because in 2003, I was in grade 12. Yeah, so for me to go to training, I need to go to school. Yeah, so to balance up that thing, I think it was...
It must have been very hard.
Yeah, it was very hard. And you see, so I used to go, maybe if I go for training at National Assembly, I go for 2 days. Then the rest of the days, I don't go. So they came a new coach at National Assembly, because the one who took us was Ronald Chinku.
Okay.
Yeah, so after Ronald Chinku, he came, I think it's a late Kawilo or something.
Benjamin Kawilo.
Benjamin Kawilo, yeah. So when I trained just for 2 days, then he said, I did not show up again. Now he started asking, where's that player? They said, no, he goes to school. So the following week, again, I trained for 2 days. Then he called me. He said, this week, can you sacrifice? I want you to train the whole week. I want to pray you on the weekend. You see, at National Assembly where they were fighting relegation in 2003. So that's how I sacrificed. I trained the whole week. We went to Kitwe United. I scored the goal there. We won 1-0.
Yeah.
And we survived the relegation. You see?
Just hold on there. Nice story. Nice story. Now, when you arrive at National Assembly, what system did they want to play, and where did you play, and what was the difference in the level of football? And I ask this because you had been going for the Goethe Cup.
Yeah.
And I'm also trying to say, what was the biggest benefit of going to the Goethe Cup for you?
No, I think the best benefit of going to the Gothia Cup is to play different opponents. You see, you know, the whites maybe can be 16 years, but he'll be taller than you. So even that the body language, I got used to it. So the time I came to National Assembly, that coach, he told me he want to use me. So you see, for me, I was young. I did not have any pressure. Even if I lose the ball, the old people we had, the old guys in the team, they would encourage me. You see. So even from there, I started picking up my confidence. Until I scored, we won the game. We survived the relegation.
4-4-2?
Yeah, 4-4-2. I played as a striker, 4-4-2. I played with the National Assembly. We had, is it Tumpundu, the twins, two twins? Yeah, Kelvin. We play with Kelvin.
Up front, and you get the goal. But what was the difference in the level of football? Did it feel the same, or immediately you make your debut and you score? Did it feel easy, or did it feel tough at any point that this is Super League football?
Yeah,
top league in Zambia.
That time for me, I was young, you see, so I did not. Even if I'm marking with the old guy, I say, maybe just same as me. Yeah. So from there, we played Green Buffaloes at Independence Stadium. Now, I think 2004. Even I scored the late goalkeeper, Colin Zimbulo, you see. So I started, my confidence just started coming up from there.
What kind of striker? And now I'm sure you became picky.
Yeah.
In which areas would you like to operate? Because in the box, you probably know them. And I see your career. In this area, Given was an absolute menace. But just tell me, what kind of striker were you becoming? And what did you want in terms of service? What kind of service would you want?
For me, the kind of service I want is, I want more crosses maybe from the light. Yeah, he goes, then he put the ball here. Because for me, I always good here.
Around the penalty mark.
I know the positioning of this area. You see? So once he put the ball, I always intercept. So most of the goals I scored were, if he put the cross, I will come from here, maybe I will press the ball. Maybe from this side, I will just touch the ball in the near post. So that's where, for me, I know the positioning of this area.
Tell me, a lot of kids want to know this. It's like, if the boy is there, let's say the number 2 is there, and they're balancing, and let's say you've got defenders there to deal with, your teammates are coming. If you're playing this position, and you were talking about that late run into the box. Yeah. So when the ball is, for example, there, and you know it's coming into the box, what would Given Singuluma actually do in this situation? What would you look out for? How do you manage the defenders, and how do you make your run, and how do you time your run?
Because you see, when we are playing, if this player, we play with him, so I always know his strength. So if he goes maybe with the ball, maybe you have one defender. I know maybe if he has good speed, once he passes this one, automatically he will put the ball here. You understand? He will put the ball here. So for me, once he's busy dribbling, for me, I will be coming slowly. So once he's there, for me, I'll just make a speed to come here. So once
a run in between
the defender, yeah. Because most of the time it's difficult for these two defenders to watch the player.
The ball and the player.
Yeah, the ball and the player. So most of them, they concentrate on the ball. You understand? They concentrate on the ball. So if you are making a run, there are few who see the player who's making the run. Because they are concentrating about the ball and the goal.
So there must be a time where you actually need to pause.
Yeah.
And just pause and just wait for them to commit. Eyes this side. All of them look this side. And then you make that run.
Yeah,
make that run in the back post. Yeah. Okay. That's a good lesson for the kids at home. Yeah. So now, basically, National Assembly, you scored goals for fun, and you took that intelligence of the penalty area into your senior career. Then Bay United came calling.
Yeah, Bay United, they came calling. You see, when I was at National Assembly, there was one time Zambia, they were playing, is it COSAFA semi-final? COSAFA Cup semi-final. So we had a game against Chambeshi at Woodland Stadium. So I scored 2 goals. We beat Chambeshi. National Assembly beat Chambeshi 2-0. I scored 2 goals. And the national team coach, Patrick Piri, was there. He was watching. So after the game, I just received a phone call from the official National Assembly. He said, they have been called you to the national team, so you need to go and report to the camp at Pamozo Hotel. Now I was surprised. You see, I was young. For the first time, they called me.
And then you were just enjoying scoring goals.
Yeah, so that's how I went to the national team. I found there were big guys there, Joseph Musonda, George Kolala, Kennedy Ketani. So from there, I started training also. You see. Then we had a game. It was, I think, against Botswana, the semi-final, yeah. So we were on the bench. See, first time playing at the Independence Stadium, the real Independence Stadium.
The real
Independence. It was full.
And it was different from playing Buffaloes at Independence.
It was different. It was full. But you see, I was still young, so I did not have that much pressure on me.
Okay, because I know the big guys.
Yeah, the big guys, they will do the job. So for me, maybe even if I come in, just to
spice up a bit.
Just maybe to touch the ball, because I'm playing for the first time at the senior national team, you see. So from there, the way I trained this week, I just see the changes at halftime. The coach said, no, we are putting you inside. I said, hey.
Halftime?
At halftime, the game was 0-0. So that's how he put me. I think he removed Francis Kombe. Then I went in. I think it was my second touch I scored at the Independence Stadium there. So from there, once I scored, my confidence again
went up.
But
how did it feel? And again, you talk about big Patrick Piri, another 4-4-2 coach.
Yeah.
And did a lot. Also a legend at the club you supported, Nkana Football Club. But when you were going in, what did he tell you, and where did he tell you to play?
When I went in, I went in as a right winger. You see, so on the right wing, I know that this one I would not have too much pressure, because if they give me maybe the ball, they give me the ball here, I just hold it. If this one is making a run, I give him, then I support him. You see. Then,
did he ask you to play on the line? No, he gave you freedom to come in.
No, freedom to come in, even to come inside. So even if the goal I scored the goal. I think it was Felix who put the cross. So the defender, they failed to clear. So that's when I placed the ball, because I was always in the box.
Always making that run. Strikers instinct.
Yeah, always make that run.
So it comes back to the principle you actually learned at Chiparamba under 16 of when you lose the ball, get behind the ball. When you lose the ball, get behind the ball.
Yeah, the same one. So I think it made me easier also. You see, the Chiparamba thing, it made me easier also to break in the Super League and at the national team.
How different was training at club level and at the national team? You said the stadium was full, but in the build-up to the game, did you actually feel like, hey, this is what they call the national team?
You see, national team, when we went there, I don't know, in Independence, it was full. And I did not have that pressure on me. So I think that made me to feel comfortable.
Okay. So you get a goal on your debut. Fantastic. Yeah. Congratulations. Your confidence is building.
Yeah.
And you're becoming a more mature player. But what kind of demands did Patrick Piri place on you? I know it was at home. Yeah. You're going forward. But I'm sure now there was obviously now talk of tactical discipline. You probably needed to learn from the senior players in the team. What would you say were some of the demands they placed on you as a young player coming into the national team?
You see, when you are young, even the old players, they will just tell you, you are still young, so you need to learn a lot. You understand?
Oh, so
yeah. So even if you lose the ball somewhere there, you need to come back. Yeah, you come back. Because my Ryan, I think it was Joseph Msonda, you see. So he was always calling me, come here, hey, go there, go on the left. So I follow him. Then if we have the ball, we go in front, we lose the ball, I come back, you see. Because I'm scared to make that mistake.
Joseph Msonda playing in this position.
Yeah.
Senior player. He very experienced.
Yeah.
It probably helped you. Was it deliberate to play you there, in your view when you look back, as opposed to there, where you can have somebody calling you back without the pressure of having to play there and you are very far from the rest of the team?
I think it just depends on the game, because the one who was playing here, I think it was Francis Kombe, because we had Adwell Opil was the one who was playing main striker, and you remember that time he was on peak.
Yeah,
he can score at any time, so there was no way they can remove him. So even me, I let him play there. So me, I was just here, you see, with less pressure. So I just scored with the goal with the less pressure. So maybe if I was up front, maybe the pressure would have
been more leading the line.
Yeah.
And playing with your back. And this is the other question that I had. When you had to play this position,
yeah,
sometimes, especially in our league,
yeah,
you have a defender there,
yeah,
right on your back. And sometimes when you're receiving that ball from back coming there, you probably needed to be good in the air.
yeah.
But again, you are not the biggest of strikers.
Yes.
You are never going to, against a bigger central defender, they'll probably win that aerial ball. But how did you manage this man marking by the central defender?
Yeah, you see, in our team, we learned if I come to look for the ball, they need to give me on my feet.
So ball at feet.
Ball at feet, because me, I don't lose my strength. Me, I don't lose the ball that easily. Even if I have maybe two, as long as the ball is on my feet, me, I don't lose that ball too. So if they give me here, you see, in Mekelan, so I'll just see the space in between this one, the one who is following me, or I pray him, then I open him.
You spin.
Yeah, so he just play, he give me, I give him, he play 1-2, I'm already this side. You understand? I'm already, I'm facing the goal. Or if he give me like this, I come, because we have this maybe the striker, I come, he give me, maybe I'll play this midfielder one, I play him one, then him, maybe you put here, or you
so
put
never
this side.
interested in fighting for the ball in the air?
No, in the air, no. Unless maybe if there is a cross, I want to score with the head, yes, then I'll fight
fight in the air, but it was not your favorite thing to do.
No.
Frankly speaking.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm learning. So that was the situation.
Yeah.
And let's just talk about Bay United.
Yeah.
When you arrive at Bay United, you find Roy Barreto.
Yeah.
Started rubbing shoulders with big names.
Yeah, see, when I went to South Africa, it was, I think, 2007 in January. Because I went there in 2006. In July, they called me for trials. So I went for 1 month. Then I passed the trials, I came back. So they said, no, you are coming in December once the window is open. So that's how I went in January 2017 there. I found that white coach from Zimbabwe.
2007, actually.
Yeah, in January.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I went there in South Africa. So we play. Also, the team we struggled a lot. But in the end, you know, the light came up and we won the promotion to the PSL.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. And okay, from National Assembly fighting relegation to Bay United also.
Yeah, I find
trying to fight. So you were learning to fight from
always to fight. Yeah,
always fighting for dear life.
When I went to South Africa, we played the team. We fight relegation. Then we survived. See, we survived. So when the next league started, that's when we were on form till we won the promotion to PSL. Okay. Yeah.
Tell me, Roy Barreto, what did he want, and what system did he employ?
I think even them I found we were playing 4-4-2. So 4-4-2, it was easy also for me.
Because that's what you played throughout.
From National Assembly, we used to play 4-4-2. Sparamba, 4-4-2. I went to South Africa, Bay United, it was 4-4-2.
Was there any difference with the way Roy Barreto wanted his 4-4-2 played compared to what he had played in the past?
The difference there because every coach, he has his philosophy he wants. You understand? Every coach, he has his philosophy. So you need to fit in his philosophy for you to succeed in his plans.
Okay.
Yeah.
So striker, wing, where?
No, I was playing as more as number 10 also in South Africa.
Just behind the main striker?
Just behind the main striker.
What did it mean being Roy Barreto's number 10? Okay, let's give you your favorite number 10 shit like that. So, that's given Singuluma. What did it mean playing in this position? How did the team actually attack?
No, for Roy Barreto, you see, I was playing here. So if we attack with numbers. The right wing also must go. The left wing must come. The striker also must push.
Must push.
Yeah.
High up like this?
Yeah, it depends because the football is a game of situation.
Situation.
Yeah,
so these move with the ball and the midfield.
Yeah, so it depends because if he say no, we need to play like this, we need to play, but the situation if it's not allowing during the game, you need to change. Yeah, you need to change. So it depends with the situation of the game, but you just follow the instructions from the coach. So you come, maybe you play here, you put the cross, you attack, you miss, you come back again.
So playing almost like a midfielder.
Yeah, playing almost like a midfielder. Yeah.
And ultimately, and later on in your career, I was getting a little bit surprised because let me just bring in AFCON 2015.
Yeah.
It's because for all intents and purposes, given Singuluma top man 4-4-2, that's what most of us saw.
Yeah.
When you played in Zambia and when you played most of your football. But under Onajanza, the idea seemingly changed. So Onajanza chooses to line up in a 4-1-4-1. And then he gives you this role in midfield. And I was saying, okay, now, big question. Given Singuluma now playing this role in this system has to do a lot of work defensively.
Yeah.
Just explain to us. Playing in this system in Onajanza's team.
Yeah, that system we played against Janza, it was not new to me. Because you see, this system, we used to play it at TP Mazembe with under Cartelon. We used to play it. So when we are playing with it, us in Congo, we are calling it's a 2 number 10. You have the two number 10, and then you have the striker. Yeah. So even when I came to the national team, Coach Janza, he liked this system. So it was obvious now, that's the system I play at TP. So that's how I got, that's how I was fitting in this system. Because sometimes they ask me, I was more comfortable playing on the left side, you see. As a 2 number 10, I was more comfortable playing on the left side. So we could have attack. This one you will go, the striker will go, this one will go. So my other number 10 also will come. Then we have an anchorman. So in this system, the most important thing is this player who is playing here as a defensive midfielder. This one, he need to be strong.
Yeah, Nathan.
This one, he need to be strong.
A player that you played with for both club and country.
It's Nathan Sinkala. That's how.
What makes him special?
No, you see what made me special to play with Nathan Sinkala? I knew that personally, I'm not that natural midfielder. So I was more comfortable if they put a natural midfielder here.
National defensive midfielder.
Yes. So that's in TP we are playing with Nathan. When we came to the national team, it was Nathan. See? So for me it was even easier because Nathan he knew my movement from here up to the box, from here up to the box. So this, even if they put this other number 10, but for me and Nathan, we had that combination.
I've got a big question. Sate.
Yeah.
He also played, he would go with Bruce Msakanya, he would go with Spencer Sauto.
Yeah.
Quick young players on the wide areas. And sometimes he would actually bring in Sate into the team.
Yeah.
And Sate, I'm thinking, is more similar to you. But what did it mean playing with Sate? And the level of football is higher.
Yeah.
So, as one of the senior players in that 2015 team, what did it mean when Sate was in there, and you're also in there, and both of you are not seemingly natural midfielders?
Yeah.
So what did it actually mean?
You see, because let me tell you, most of the games Sate play also as a second striker from Ghana.
Yes.
I think for his career, he has played more as a second striker. So if you play as a second striker, so it's easier for you to play as 2 number 10. So it's the same. You see, you play as 2 number 10. So the striker, you just see the striker in front.
Yeah, depending on who you are playing. So
yeah,
it's against 4 or against 3, or depending on what the opponent is doing.
depending against the opponent. So the most important thing, you need to have also a strong number 9.
Who can hold the ball?
Who can hold the ball for you, who can shoot the ball for you, so that you give him, he give you back, you see. Then you attack in numbers. So this system, it depends with the players you have. The most important thing is this one, you need to be strong.
And it was Mayuka in this case.
Yeah, Mayuka also was there, but unfortunately at the Africa Cup, Mayuka got injured.
Yeah.
So we had to struggle for the one to put. So that's how the last game I went as a striker. You see,
to actually hold.
Yeah.
Now I'm just now thinking, both of you, number 10s, and naturally the modern day number 10, immediately there's a breakdown. Yeah. Usually the opponent may maybe want to play in this space, and both of you have committed, and both of you want to get into the box. Was there any rule? Listen, Sate, watch me. If I go in, don't go in. Or what was Onajanza's rule about these 2 players playing here?
I think the rule for the coach, I think for me I like it, because Coach Onajanza, he cannot play me here and maybe Sate here. No, you see. So one of me, between me and Sate, should play, then the other one should be on the bench. Because this one also, there was a quality he was looking in this player, you understand? So because for me, my game and maybe Sate, they can be more similar. So they cannot put me here and they put Sate here. It's the same as you put one player into position, you understand? So this one, you need to be with different qualities, me with different qualities, this one with different qualities.
So this one has to be a little bit more disciplined. Yes, you're attacking, but...
Yeah, sometimes...
to allow you to go forward.
Yeah, you attack like this. If this one you go, this one, it remain like this. You see, you give this angle. You give this angle. Maybe this one, if you go, may I come here, you understand?
So automatically? Yeah,
automatically. But if we are attacking, because football is a game of situation, sometimes everyone can go. But this one, for him, he just need to come here. Then the defense, they push. You understand? The defense, they push. But this one is always with the striker. Maybe they will have this striker here. This one, you will be with him.
Yeah. I've seen Nathan Sinkala. Good in the air, he'll break for you, he'll do the donkey work for you. And again, he's the kind of player who places the ball at your feet. But what else would you say was a quality about Nathan Sinkala? Maybe that even people didn't notice whilst watching the game, so to speak.
I think Nathan, I think this one is his natural position. You understand? This one is his natural position, because Nathan, when you play him here, is always good. Unless if maybe you put him like in this position now, you want to kill him, you put him in a number 10 position.
Or number 8. But he would rather be that nice screen at the back.
But for him, you just put him here. Then he will hold the team for you in the midfield.
Okay. Let's come back home. Yeah. Zanaco. So you played for Zanaco.
Yeah.
And you met Robin Msaka again. Just tell me.
Yeah.
Your time at Zanaco. First stint. What did you find? What was the Zanaco way of doing things?
I think the time I came back from South Africa, I went to Zanaco. So in Zanaco, in South Africa, I did not play that much. So I was lacking much fitness. So I had to train extra more. But unfortunately, I don't know if it's lucky or what. The first game I played for Zanaco, it was against Lusaka Dynamos at Queensmead. I scored. We won the, we won the game. I scored, you see. So from there also my confidence came back.
Even though your fitness was not in the correct place.
Yeah. That just goal, it gave me the morale booster. It's a new team. My first game I have scored. So the confidence was up. And then most of the players at Zanaco, I played with them, maybe some at Chiparamba. The coach, I was with him at Chiparamba, you see. So even that made me feel more comfortable.
Now, the Chiparamba way, I've talked to a lot of people, is that the Chiparamba way is that you build up from the back and play through the lines.
Yeah.
And go forward. But someone tells me, no, the Zanaco way is actually this. How and given is one of these.
Yeah.
What did it mean?
No, you see, for this one, most people, they say Zanaco, they always put the ball up, they always put the ball, but it depends with the players you have. You understand? If you have maybe short strikers, you cannot put the ball up. And
you were short.
Yeah, I was short. The other striker was Roger Cora. I found him there, he was there. We had Ignatius Luipa was there. Who else? Jack Hileshe, before he went to Angola, he was there.
Ndombolo.
Yeah, you see. So those one, like when Luipa, I used to play with them. If we go to Gotia Cup, we play with AfriSport Chipalamba. So I knew them. The back four, when Nketani, and Chelsea, Ingwa, Simon Silwimbaye. You see, it was just like a friendly team.
How did you actually play? In your time at Zanaco?
We played the same 4-4-2. The same 4-4-2. That's two strikers here. And this one. So for me, I was playing most of the game. I think I came in as a super sub. From there, now I try to maintain my position. So I started playing with Loja. Sometimes they will use Ruipa maybe on the right side.
Roger is tall. He hold the ball for you.
Yeah.
But he also loves to look forward.
Yes.
And attack.
But
so what did it mean, this strike partnership?
For me, I would tell him, I will drop you, you stay here. So let me find the ball for you. You understand? So from this partnership between me and Loja, I think it worked during that time at Zanaco. So that's how even Evelina tried to pick this one to take it to Chan team. You understand? Because of this partnership between me and Loja.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Chan. Evelina. What were his ideas at Chan 09?
Yeah.
And that qualifier as well, of course, we beat Angola to get to the tournament in the Ivory Coast. But you were top scorer there.
Yeah.
What made you top scorer at that tournament in your view? Tactically, how did Evelina make given Singuluma the focal point of his attacks?
You see, Evelina, we had a good relationship between him and me. Even Coach Patrice, you understand? So Coach Patrice, he used to call me to train me. You need to work on this thing. You need to work on this thing. Because that time I just came back from South Africa. So I knew that if I play well during the Chan tournament, I'll go again. You understand? So I think
what were some of the things that you were working with Patrice ahead of Chan 09?
He would call me. Maybe we come to show ground. It depends with the day. Today you tell me, no, today is a physical. So maybe we will run in the show ground there. You understand? We run. Sometimes he call me with Evelina. No, tomorrow we are playing a fuso in show ground. So you need to be here. You should observe time. You know the white like time. Yeah. So he would have. He used to call us. So from there now we went to Chan under Lena. I had a great tournament there.
Fantastic tournament.
Yeah.
Top scorer.
Yeah, top scorer there.
But how did you actually play at Chan?
For at Chan also, Lena used, I think it was 4-4-2. 4-4-2. I played with Luipa up front. Then we had Jonas Sakwa on the right side. We had, is it Enli Banda?
Yes,
yeah,
Henry.
on the left side. Then midfield, I don't
William.
know. William here was there. This one was, is it Kasonde, Francis?
Hachipuka.
KB Hachipuka. Yeah, then was Elijah Tana, Francis Kasonde. Then there was Jimmy Njovu. Yeah, Jimmy Njovu.
Yeah. Jimmy Chisenga, rather.
Yeah, Jimmy Chisenga. The one who's playing left back. Who? I forgot who was playing left back.
But there was Mbola as well there.
No, Mbola. That time Mbola went
in the qualifiers and he went away for.
In the qualifier, no. Because the last qualifier we played against Angola.
Angola, where he gave away a penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he played that one there.
Perry Muvanga, I remember.
Yeah, Perry, I think it was the one there. So you see, when we went to Angola, because for me it was my first time playing for Chan qualifier in Angola. So Evelina now he called me. He said, I gave you the chance in Libya, but unfortunately you just played 30 minutes, you got injured. So today I have given you another chance, you see, in Angola. And then I scored the winning goal there. We won 1-0. We came back. After 5 days, we had to go to Chilabombo to play. So we knew that those people, we beat them there. So in Chilabombo, we played again, me and Loja Kola, the same with William. I think he just changed the. So I scored the first goal, they equalized. William scored the winning goal in Chilabombo, we won 2-1. That's how we went to Chan.
Yeah. At that tournament, again, slippery character. The same thing you were saying. Don't want to play on the back, but probably wanting to play.
Yeah, to make lands in
the spaces. So now, having been the top striker in this formation for Heavy Runner, there are probably times when the likes of Jonah was on fire.
Yeah, Jonas was on fire. Even Henry Banda was on fire. Yeah.
Even Henry was on fire. But let's talk about service. Yeah. It's most of the times Jonas will need to get there and probably cut back nice and neat for you to actually meet. The type of service, was it a subject in training about how the ball is serviced to you and the strikers? More so that now you're playing against West African players that were physically bigger than us.
No, I think, you see, like this one for service, Coach Patrice, him, I think, is the best left back. He always, the training we had for the strikers, we had always the crosses. You go, you put the cross. You go, after training, maybe we can do 30 minutes just crossing and finishing, crossing and finishing.
Cut back, finish.
Cut back, until we started paying in during the game.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome. So, nice tournament there. Yeah. Top scorer. And then you make another move. TP Mazembe. Tout puissant.
Yeah.
The almighty TP Mazembe. Just tell us, when you arrive in Congo, and I'm sure many people thought, well, given it's probably going to Europe, didn't happen, but ended up going to TP Mazembe. Yeah, but when you arrive at TP Mazembe, what do you actually find?
When I arrived at TP Mazembe, you see, when they came to look for me here, that time I was with Zanaco. We had a game against Power Dynamos. And I think it was in Quito. We lost 1-0 under Coach Whitson Yerenda. So that's when they send those people to come and get me. But for me, personally, I didn't know about anything about TP Mazembe. So I tried to ask my relatives. They just told me, no, in Congo they know Moise Katumbi is a millionaire, this and that, but they don't know about his team. You understand? So for me, that's how I went there. I took that risk. I went there. We closed the border. We meet the president. He asked me if I can play for his team. You understand? So I said, no, I can play as long as you buy a house for me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I told him. I said
point blank.
Because I told him point blank. He said, because he asked me. You see, he asked me in Bemba.
Oh, he speaks Bemba.
Yeah. So automatically from there, I just removed, I think it was $10,000 from his pocket. He gave me, say, go and buy the house. So from there now, I say, I need to
To play for him.
To play for him.
Yeah.
That's that's how everything started there in TP.
Okay, so you worked under many coaches.
Under many coaches at TP.
Let's talk about Diego Gazito.
Yeah, when I joined TP, it was Diego Gazito. The time I joined them, and when I went to Congo for the first time, the team was playing a tournament in Ethiopia. No, in Sudan. The team was playing a tournament in Sudan. So I had to arrive in Congo. I had to stay at the hotel. They were waiting for my visa from the Sudanese visa. So I flew on to Sudan. From there, I joined the team. You understand? So unfortunately, I didn't play there. They said they had registered all the players for the tournament. So I just started training until we came back. The following week, we had the Champions League in Lubumbashi. That's how I played.
Hey.
That's how it all started there.
Tell me something. Tactics aside, but that singing, dancing, that flavor of Lubumbashi. How much how much does it help to actually do the business on the pitch?
You see those supporters for TP Mazembe, even if you don't feel like playing, you need to be 200%. Once you just enter the stadium, you need 200. You need to be on 200%.
So you learned also how to do some good rumba dancing. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, so Diego Gazito, what were his ideas and how was Given going to play?
Under Diego Gazito, I think the system, we had that main striker, the Alain Kalituka Diogo. Yeah. Under Diego Gazito, the system was 4-3-3. You understand? The system was 4-3-3 with a number 10 and with two holding midfielders now.
Yeah. And you were this guy here.
Me, I was this guy. But this guy, it was the position for Trezor Mputu. You understand? So for me, the time I went there, it was a bit difficult for me to fit in. So most of the game, I used to come in as a super sub.
For Trezor?
No, they would maybe they will remove this one. I go this one. I go on the right
wide.
Wing. Yeah.
But Trezor wouldn't move from.
Yeah. But Trezor naturally he doesn't like to run much, so that's why we prefer this one. So sometimes maybe they will remove the striker, the main striker. Trezor would go there. Me, I will enter Trezor's position. You understand?
So defensively, Trezor was not the type to go up and down.
No. For him, Trezor is always good here. You know, I think he's very creative. So in this area, Trezor is very good. So
and you playing in this position, defensively, you needed to come and form the midfield.
No, just a bit. For me, in this position, defensively, I just need to come on this line because we already have the two holding midfielders. So they were enough. You see, they were strong.
Okay. That was Diego Gazito.
That was Diego Gazito.
Any major lessons that you learned under the reign of Diego Gazito?
No, I think he was a good coach because I remember one time I came to the national team. I stayed, after the game, I stayed like 3 days. Then we had the Champions League there. So the time I was going to Congo, he came to pick me to the airport. I think it was on Thursday. The game was on Sunday. So he told me, he said, for me, I don't care what people will say. I will pray you on Sunday. For me, just wait for me. You understand? So from there, my confidence was up by winning until we won the game. You see? So that's how my confidence started coming up also in Congo there.
In terms of the maturity of the game, how do you compare the Congolese league to every other brand of football that you play? Because they say TP Mazembe just wins the league with their eyes closed. It's not tough. It's not hard to play in the Congolese league. No, apart from meeting Vita, for example.
You see, TP Mazembe, I think the Congolese league is a bit tricky, but when you play with TP Mazembe, you go Maybe if you are not playing in Lubumbashi, you go to play maybe in Mbushimai or Kananga, somewhere there. You just know that the game, you need to have 200% effort. The game will be difficult. You understand? So, because most of the games outside there, we used to win when we go out, but maybe we win maybe 1-0. Sometimes we drew 0-0. It's difficult.
It's tough.
It's very tough. But once they come to Lubumbashi, you know, in Lubumbashi, Tipi Mazembe, they call it Badiangwena. You know, Badiangwena is the temple of the crocodile there. So once there you enter the temple of the crocodile, they will eat you. So once you come to Lubumbashi, you don't have any
no
chance
surviving.
To win. No survive to win unless we win you.
Another coach that you worked under, Philippe Cateron.
Yeah, before.
How different was he compared to
Diego Gazito
and the others that you worked under?
Because under Diego Gazito, we played the same system. You understand? With the one number 10 and 3 up front.
So
then 2.
Almost 4-2-3-1.
Yes. So when Diego Gazito left, Lamine Ndiaye came. So when Lamine came, it did not change. It did not change. Yeah, he just continued with the same system. So, but under this one, Lamine Ndiaye, now I started playing on the left. I started playing on the left because that time Trezor had gone to Angola. Yeah. So I started playing on the left. We had Alain Calais. We had also Patuka Wangu here. Then we changed a bit, maybe 2 number 10.
Yeah, 4-3-3.
Yeah, with 2 number 10. Sometimes we change. We come back from this one to this system. But for me, under Lamine, I started playing this side on the left wing.
And one of your greatest highlights of your career was the World Club Championship.
Against Inter Milan.
Yeah, against Inter. The likes of Diego Milito, just to mention a few. Yeah. Maicon, name them.
Yeah.
But how did TP want to line up in this 4-2-3-1? What would be the tactics?
I think this one, we just went with the similar tactics. We had Kidiaba here and go. Then we had the right back for the final, it was Kurukuta. The left back was Kasusula. We had Kimwaki here with the captain, Pamphile Miao. Now he's a coach for Mazembe. Then we had Nasisi Kanga from Cameroon. We had also Kasongo Ngandu, a Congolese. Now he's a coach for Don Bosco. Yeah, then me, I was playing here on the left. Then we had Aren Kale, the striker. Then this one was Patuka Wangu. Number 10, which one played number 10? Let me check the name. I think it was Bedim Benza. You see, Bedim Benza was here with the Kasongo. Ikanga would play here. So this was the team for TP Mazembe 2010.
Now, against high-level opposition like Inter, I'm thinking now you can come inside, want to do everything.
Yeah.
But you probably needed to form a nice midfield 5.
Yeah.
And be very compact as well.
Yeah, cause
how easy or difficult was it to play against teams that know how to use little pockets of space to cut out the opponent?
Yeah, I think that time in Abu Dhabi, we had to play the same system. You see, a striker here, me, Patu, then we have Kasongo, we have the 2 Bedim Benza and Ikanga. So in this system, you see, these all players, you can see, maybe the Congolese were just few, the rest were foreigners. And you know, we had this one, Bedim Benza. This one, if you lose, he cannot even talk to anyone. If he doesn't have money, he cannot talk to anyone. You will just get upset, you see. So that's the spirit we had in the team.
Win and get paid.
Say, let's win, we get the money. And the president would come, no, if you beat Inter Milan, I'll give you $60,000 each, you understand? So now, that time you say $60,000 is a lot of money. And the spirit which was in these players. So that's how we started fighting. So I think that tournament we fought a lot.
Tactically, what were the demands? Did it feel a little bit harder? Again, almost playing in midfield, and you've always run away. I'm not a midfielder, I'm a striker.
Yeah.
At the most, the closest you can take me to midfield is second strike.
Yeah. But in this position, I don't know. I got used. You see, we have the striker, the main striker. We have the number 10 here. We have this one. So this one, I got used because I played in this system from 2010 to 2014, somewhere there. I used to play on the left. So I got used. So me, I did not care whether it's Michael marking me or Lucio marking me. For me and my teammate, all what we wanted was to win that 60,000. That's what we wanted. And,
okay.
And we won 2 games there. So
no. Now, on a serious note, I've got a question.
Yeah.
So, TP Mazembe, 2012, I think.
Yeah.
You play Power Dynamos. First, you come to Kitwe.
Yeah, to Kitwe.
It ended 1-1.
1-1, yes.
Then you go to Lubumbashi. What happened?
You see?
What was the magic? It's because that Power Dynamos could play some really nice football. And I'm sure you were seeing it and you knew about it.
Yeah.
But after it ended 1-1, what were you people in the TP Mazembe ranks talking about? More so, I'm sure that you lost some money after drawing.
Yeah, when we played Power Dynamos, I played on the left.
Against Govenda.
Against Govenda, we had Mbwana Samata. Then number 10, we had Kalava. Kalava played as a number 10. Then this one, we had, I think if it's not Thomas or I think it's Deo. So the game was difficult in Kitwe, you see. In Power Dynamos, they played a good game in Kitwe.
Yeah, and quick question there. Kalava, as the number 10, they were going to say he won't work much for you in the central area. Was it true?
No, Kalava, I think he played well. He played well in this position.
I mean defensively.
Yeah, defensively, they put these 2 anchormen. You understand?
So that he doesn't have too much pressure to come back.
To come back, yes. So that's why they cover him with 2 strong midfielders. So for him, he just go. He come here, he go maybe this, he go this side, he come back. There's already security behind him.
So he wouldn't want to.
No, you see, sometimes I don't know how football is. I started playing here, Kalava was playing here, but during the game, as the season was going, we changed. I came in this position.
Central, Kalava goes on.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about 7-1.
Yeah, we beat them. I think it was 7-1. 7-1 in
and the majority of what? Halftime it was what? 1-0?
No, halftime it was is it 2-0? I think 2.
2.
Yeah.
What had happened at halftime?
No, I don't know.
Did you just come and say we're not happy because you're qualifying at 2-0?
You see,
what was said in the dressing room?
That time we had pressure. We played Power Dynamos. We drew 1-1 in Kitwe. So we played on Sunday in Lubumbashi. So on Friday, it was Lupopo. They played the CAF game, they won. You understand? Then on Saturday, SC Vita, they played, they qualified. Now it remained with us, TP Mazembe on Sunday.
And they were saying...
And then the president, when he came to the changing room, in the briefing, he said, from Friday, today is Sunday, the Congolese team have been winning, they have been qualifying. So today you need to qualify. You understand? So from there, you know, in Lubumbashi is Lubumbashi. And Champions League is Champions League. We did not care whether they have Govenda, they have Joshua Titima, Joseph Stali, nothing. All what we wanted was to qualify.
It was a ruthless performance.
Yeah, and we gave them.
But I'll tell you, I'll tell you the rumor that I heard. I heard at halftime. Halftime, it wasn't your normal halftime team talk. I hear there were presents for the players.
No.
And so when you went back, it was...
No.
There were no presents.
No, there were no presents. I don't know what happened to Power Dynamos. Maybe they were scared, you know, being to Congo. Maybe some of them.
How much did the president promise for beating Power Dynamos?
For beating Power Dynamos?
Like that.
No, he promised, I think it was maybe $300,000 to share the whole team.
To beat Power Dynamo.
To beat Power Dynamos, yeah.
Yo, it must have been tough.
Yeah, no wonder they didn't
I'm sure
survive.
you you looked at your countrymen and said, "This
No,
is."
we told them, okay, gents, now we are waking. We'll talk to you after the game.
Okay. Now, illustrious career.
Yeah.
You also went to BuildCon.
Yeah.
Started slowing down a bit. Wasn't it quicker? I think you had problems with injury as well.
Yeah.
But how would you describe your stay at BuildCon tactically? Again, a place where it was almost similar with TP Mazembe. It was a Zambian team with so many
a lot of foreigners.
What was the identity of the BuildCon team when you went there about how they wanted to play?
When I came to BuildCon, I stopped playing that much in Congo. So I was looking for game time. You understand? So that's how I came to BuildCon. I wanted to play. Once I play, then I'll make another move. But unfortunately, my plans were not God's plan. I started getting injured after just the preseason had finished in Zimbabwe. I got injured in Zimbabwe about 2 weeks before the league starts. So from there, the injury did not give me chance. Yeah, but the tactics we are using, we had that white coach from Italy. I think he's a good coach. I think what system will you play? We'll play with the same as sometimes with two
attacking midfielders.
Two attacking midfielder, a striker here, a winger here, and a left winger here. But when we started playing, when we started the league, we played I think 3 games, we did not win. So they had to chase that coach. They bring in another coach. So that coach they bring in, we came back again to 4-4-2. You see? We came back to 4-4-2 so that everyone could understand the system. So we played in this system 4-4-2, 4-4-2. But for me, I was playing here.
8. As a typical number 8.
Yes, now I started playing here, so we could have 2 strikers here. The left winger, the right winger. For me, I'll play 8, and number 6 is here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So but unfortunately, the injured, I did not play much for BuildCon. Yeah.
Okay. Now, I want to ask this question.
Yeah.
Probably very difficult question. You're one of the best number 10s I have seen playing for Zambia in modern day. But again, you're in a generation there. There was Emmanuel Mayuka, you had Collins Mbesuma, Christopher Katongo, Jacob Mlenga, James Chamanga. That competition was a monster.
Yeah, I think that competition, I had to fight to enter in that team. You see the competition, because Chris that time was on peak. James.
What did successive
every
coaches
striker
tell
was
you?
on peak. You understand?
Yeah. What did successive coaches tell you about why they would want you to be close to the team, but never really give you a lot of playing time?
Yeah, because of the competition. You understand? Because of the competition we had. But I think I was lucky. Some games I had to come in as a second half substitute. Some maybe I start, but the competition was really tough compared to these days now.
Sure.
Yeah, you see, because that time.
Would you have loved to play any other position? How are you going to get in that team? Because Chris would play there, Kalama would play there, Mbesuma would play both these positions.
Yeah, the competition that time, it was very strong. You see, there was Kalawa in midfield, there was Chris, there was Felix, and these players they were on top of their form. They were playing. Felix was playing in France, Lille, Zitlen. Chris was, I don't know if he's in China. James was in China.
And Germany as well.
Jacob was in France. You see, Kalawa that time was in Portugal. So the competition was really tough. But at least sometimes I could come in as a super sub compared to this generation now. You see, the generation now, maybe you have your main striker, the one who's reading the striker, but he doesn't play at his club. You see, so I think now the generation, the players, different. I don't know, it's different to that generation.
Do you wish you were born in a different generation?
Yeah, I could have born in this generation. I could have. But oh, you know, even that in that generation also, at least I managed to do my best to play also for the national team. Because that generation also, the striking force was too much for Zambia.
Yeah. Wow. So, after all is said and done,
Yeah.
what would you say? What would you say was your biggest lesson, having played football and what you went through as a player? What would you say was your greatest lesson?
No, I think you see in football, the most important thing is to be disciplined. You need to work hard. You need to be determined, and you need to have goals on what you want in football. Because football, at the highest level, yeah, people it's a nice game at the highest level. So you need to have the list. You know, I want to achieve this in football, and what should I do to achieve those things? You see, to achieve, you need to be disciplined. You need to work hard. So once you follow those laws, I think even you put God first in everything you do, and then God also will help you to achieve your goals.
Cheers to freedom.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, my brother.
Thank you very
Light
much.
years ahead.